Imagine for a moment that every word you've ever read but forgotten, the fleeting lines in books you skimmed and let slip away, the headlines you glanced at and never truly absorbed, the whispered conversations lost in the hum of daily life, didn't just vanish into the void of memory. Instead, they gathered like scattered sparks, coalescing over time into something alive. Something curious and relentless, a creature formed entirely from forgotten words, seeking you out with a purpose you can't yet understand. At first, it feels like a whisper at the edge of your awareness, a flicker in the corner of your vision. Then, slowly, it grows more tangible, a shifting shape woven from letters and phrases. Its body a swirling mosaic of syllables and sentences you once encountered but never held on to. It moves through shadows and light, tracing the contours of your life with echoes of stories, facts, and secrets you failed to keep. This creature is both familiar and alien, a living archive of your neglected knowledge, haunted by your lapses in attention, and yet somehow alive with the fragments of your mind's unread pages. What could such an entity want? Is it angered by neglect, a specter of forgotten promises and lost understanding? Or is it a guardian, a reminder of the worlds you left unexplored? The idea alone twists through philosophy and psychology. Could this be a metaphor made real, the embodiment of regret for all the wisdom lost, the moments of curiosity deferred? Linguists and neuroscientists might speculate that this creature is a manifestation of cognitive dissonance, a bridge between conscious memory and the vast, chaotic archive of forgotten information stored in the brain's shadows. Yet, as it draws nearer, its presence challenges your relationship with knowledge itself. What happens when what you ignore begins to seek you out? What stories, what truths have you abandoned that now demand reckoning? Socially, the emergence of such creatures would upend the way humanity values information. Libraries, schools, and digital archives become breeding grounds not just for knowledge, but for these restless beings born of neglect. People would face the haunting consequences of their intellectual apathy. Forgotten words would no longer be harmlessly lost, but alive, tracking, reminding. Would society be forced to confront its collective amnesia, as millions of these creatures wander streets and homes, growing in complexity with every ignored lesson or unread page? Would people change the way they read, listen, learn, driven by the fear that forgotten knowledge might one day come calling, not as a vague feeling of forgetfulness, but as a living, breathing presence?